Maplewood was the kind of town where nothing truly bad ever seemed to happen. Or at least that's what people told themselves. At the end of Willow Lane stood a weathered Victorian home with ivy climbing its bricks. Inside lived Margaret Maggie Holbrook, a widow with a polite smile and eyes that always seemed to linger too long on the past. Her husband, Thomas, had died suddenly 5 years earlier. Heart attack, the coroner said. Tragic but unremarkable. The town sent casseroles, flowers, and condolences, then moved on. Everyone, that is, except Maggie. She became a ghost of herself. Curtains drawn. Roses tended at odd hours of the night. Lights flickering in the attic long past midnight. Some neighbors whispered she was lonely. Others said she was losing her mind. Then September came, and with it, silence. Maggie's mailbox overflowed, newspapers collected on her porch. After 3 days, police forced their way inside. The house smelled faintly of dust and lavender, as if time had paused. Upstairs, the bed was perfectly made. Downstairs, the dishes washed and put away. Nothing out of place until they reached the basement. Behind a locked door was a strange little theater of grief. A wooden rocking chair, placed directly in front of a video camera on a tripod. Along the shelves, dozens of VHS tapes, each carefully labeled in Maggie's looping handwriting. Thomas, dinner. Thomas, Sunday. Thomas, bedtime. The detectives pressed play. On the screen, Maggie appeared, smiling warmly at an empty chair. She poured 2 glasses of wine. She laughed, told jokes, even set a second plate at the table. She was performing entire conversations with someone who wasn't there. At first it looked like harmless delusion, a widow who couldn't let go. But as the tapes progressed, Maggie's tone shifted. Her laughter soured into suspicion. She shouted at the empty chair, accused Thomas of betrayal, screamed that, "You poisoned me first." That last phrase stopped detectives cold. A forensic re-examination of Thomas's body uncovered something the original coroner had missed. Digitalis, a lethal poison derived from foxglove. Thomas hadn't died of a heart attack, he'd been murdered. Naturally, suspicion turned to Maggie. The tapes made her look unstable, even dangerous. But the investigation took an unexpected turn. Financial records revealed a secret life insurance policy on Thomas, signed not by Maggie, but by his younger brother, Daniel. Phone records showed late-night calls between Thomas and Daniel in the months before his death. Daniel had motive, means, and opportunity. He'd poisoned his own brother, staged it as a heart attack, and cashed in. Maggie's recordings weren't insanity. They were something far more haunting. A widow's attempt to reconstruct conversations she could no longer have, conversations that, piece by piece, revealed the truth she had always suspected. When police arrested Daniel, neighbors replayed the memories they had dismissed for years. Maggie whispering in her garden, the flicker of attic lights, her voice carrying into the night. They thought she was crazy. In reality, she had been the only one speaking for the dead.